wouldn't run from you.
I didn't say you were. Is this your truck?
I'll be in there.
Did you drive it here?
Go ahead.
Nope.
So y'all were driving down the road. Y'all see this guy on the side of the road.
It had kind of laid off in the ditch.
Yeah. So y'all pick him up and put him in the back of your truck?
Well, yeah, pretty much.
Just a few hours earlier, Dane and a friend had come across a strange middle-aged man lying in a ditch, clearly in bad shape. They loaded the man onto the back of a truck and, once back home, immediately contacted the Craighead County Police. When officers got to the scene, they identified the body as 56-year-old Stephen McQuay, but what stood out were the suspicious details. There were bludgeoning marks on his face and several scratches on his hands. The wounds on his head, face, and arms suggested he had been in a violent fight and that he'd tried to defend himself. This was just the beginning of a major investigation to uncover who was behind such a brutal crime. From the very start, police were suspicious about every detail of this case. The cause of death, the wounds, and especially the strange decision to move the body all the way back to a house, it all raised red flags. Investigators had to face every dark and confusing piece of this puzzle, while still being completely unaware of the most important truth. After multiple rounds of investigation and interrogations, they would finally discover that these men weren't strangers at all. Dane was actually Stephen's cousin.
No. 911 was your emergency.
Yes, ma'am. I need an ambulance out here on what? County Road 625.
What's going on?
A guy got hurt or run over or something.
Where is he hurt at? What happened?
I really don't know. I know he's laying off on the side. Oh, he's fine.
Is he? Are you sure?
Yes. Yes.
What happened? Did he just pass out for a second?
I think what he done was he got drunk and fell in the ditch.
Oh, he's been drinking?
Yeah. We just passing by and he was laying in the ditch.
Okay. Do I need to send somebody to come check on him?
No.
Okay.
No, we're good. Thanks.
You're welcome. We've had a direct call for a 56-year-old male with unresponsive, not breathing.
Not breathing? Okay. What's the address? Samantha?
131 dispatch.
Go ahead.
We're out to Samantha.
Before officers even had the chance to head to the scene, the caller suddenly told them that everything was taken care of, and there was no need for police to come anymore. A few minutes later, police received another call, this time reporting an unresponsive man in serious condition. Although the caller didn't mention the earlier report, officers suspected it was the very same person from that first strange phone call.
Who's the guy that drove him here? Yeah, where's the guy that drove him here?
In the house, getting his ID. Whoa! I wouldn't run from you.
I didn't say you were. Just coming to check on it. Here, talk to me real quick. I just got here. Is this your truck?
I'll be in there.
Did you drive it here?
Go ahead.
Nope.
So y'all were driving down the road. Y'all see this guy on the side of the road.
It had kind of laid off in the ditch.
Yeah. So y'all pick him up and put him in the back of your truck?
Well, yeah, pretty much.
You didn't think you should probably call the police there?
Well, if I'd had a phone, I probably would have.
Oh, you said you didn't have a phone?
Yes, sir. No.
At the scene, officers identified the body as Stephen. He was apparently well known to the local law enforcement community.
131 dispatch.
Go ahead.
Was there a picture with this Stephen McQuay? Can you send that to me? I didn't get it.
In the back of the truck beside Stephen's body, police also found other items like a backpack, a screwdriver, and a few more things, but there was no blood anywhere. That told investigators the beating, and most likely the death, had happened somewhere else, and then the body was moved into the truck. After listening to Dane's statement, police realized he hadn't been alone. Another suspect quickly came into focus, the truck's owner and main driver, a 32-year-old man named William Weston Moon. Hoping to get some answers, officers went straight to his home to speak with him.
Weston?
I need to talk to him. What is Weston wearing?
He's wearing a hat. He's kind of got a beard.
Okay.
He's about this tall. I don't understand why the hell
What
people...
clothes? What shirt?
I think he's got a white shirt on.
White shirt?
Yeah.
Older guy? You say about 30s though, right? All right. Walk over here. Here's what's gonna happen, okay? Our detectives are on the way over here. They're gonna want to talk. They're gonna want to talk to you. They're probably gonna want to get an official statement from you. I'm gonna go try to track Weston down because he's in the same boat. We need a statement from him. I mean, because we got a dead guy here.
That made finding him their top priority. While one team of officers set out to track William down, another team began canvassing the neighborhood, knocking on doors and asking neighbors if they had seen or heard anything that could help.
Hey, you're talking to one of these text room?
What's okay?
Is there anybody else in here?
It's my daughter and my baby. They're sleeping.
This woman was Dane's ex-girlfriend. Knowing that she might have crucial information, the police began questioning her.
I don't know. I have no idea what happened. All I know is me and my daughter and my grandbaby was in my room playing the game. Next thing you know, they come pulling up real fast, the lights flashing. Of course, I come outside and I said, what the hell's going on? You know what's going on? And he's like, call the ambulance. I'm like, call the ambulance. I had the number. So I moved it. Now I'm used my phone and went back in the house.
Did they ever come in the house at all?
No. No, they're not. Because we're no longer together. They're not out of the house.
So you stay here at all?
No, not at all.
Okay. How long's it been since you stayed here?
Well, we got into a big argument, and he packed his belongings. He went to supposed to be this morning.
So he was here up until today, basically.
This woman was Dane's ex. Dane wasn't allowed in her house. Now, with a dead body found behind the truck, things suddenly looked far more suspicious. Even though the police believed what she said, they decided to search her home to make sure neither she nor her children were in any danger.
Hello. You're good. I'm about to walk out. Thank you.
I don't need anything else there.
Although nothing was found in the house, the police got some good news. The second team had managed to spot William at a nearby convenience store. The rest of the officers were dispatched there to confirm his identity. But there was a problem. When a suspect flees a crime scene, everyone goes on high alert. No one knows what he might do or how dangerous he could be.
What is your name? What is your name? Okay, what did you say? Kyle. Alright. Hey, you two guys right there. What are y'all's names?
Brandon Dean.
William what? I need to talk to you. Come here.
Hi.
So is that your truck over there? Why would you walk away? Huh? Why would you walk away?
It's the incident take place.
You don't think you need to talk to us?
I figured it do, but not my nose to go down. That's my best friend in the world.
Alright, come over here in front of my car. You got some blood right here. How'd you get blood on your face?
Probably holding him.
Alright, real quick, I'm gonna pat you down just make sure you don't have any weapons on you, okay? I want you to stick your hands right here for me.
William revealed that Stephen was actually his best friend. Sharing this detail with the investigators was a huge red flag. It made them wonder what else he might be hiding. If Stephen was truly his best friend in the whole world, how could he leave his body in the back of his truck hundreds of yards away from the store without a second thought? His behavior, just like Dane's, was erratic and unpredictable.
See, I'm gonna let you have all that back, minus the knife. I'm gonna hang on to it for now. Alright, Weston, here's the deal. Obviously, the circumstances of what has gone on tonight, we've got to look into it, okay? What I need you to do is I need you to come with me, though, because our detective is going to want to talk to you and get an official statement from you, okay?
That explanation wasn't enough for the detectives. With his strange behavior and all the gaps in William's story, officers decided to take him down to the station for questioning.
After we got William Weston to the sheriff's office to interview him, his attitude was completely different. It was like a whole other person. I guess the weight of the seriousness of the situation kind of hit him.
The moment he realized how serious the situation was, his confidence completely vanished. He became emotionally withdrawn, almost shutting down. It was as if they were now dealing with a completely different person.
It's not what it's saying. You know, do what now? They're gonna try to charge me with something that didn't do it, man. I did not do it. But I didn't kill Steve, man. I didn't kill him.
You say somebody else did?
I don't know what to say, man.
Huh?
I don't know what to say.
This interrogation could have gone in many directions. William might come clean and confess, or maybe he wasn't guilty at all, but had seen something he was too afraid to talk about. At this point, no one knew if he was being honest or just playing games.
You need somebody to talk to, you mean? Did you say? Who you need to talk to? All right, collect your thoughts with it. Work and understand you. I know you're upset.
I don't know what to do, man.
Gotta ask a witness perspective there. Did somebody else do something?
I don't know what to say, man.
Huh?
I don't know what to say.
Well, I mean, you said you wanted a lawyer, so I can't ask you any questions. I mean, if you want to tell me something you want me to hear, and you don't mind doing it in front of a lawyer, it's entirely up to you. I told you that.
I wonder if I could get my attorney in here today.
I doubt today, probably tomorrow. We'll see that you do. I don't know what the hold up on the jail is, but I'll find out. Let you know. So just have a seat there, and I'm gonna have somebody come get you. I'll be right back.
Just when it seemed like the detective was getting closer to William, he suddenly pulled back. During an interrogation, if a suspect asks for a lawyer, police are legally required to stop questioning. From that point on, the suspect can only speak in the presence of their attorney. That's exactly what William did. He asked for a lawyer, and the detective had no choice but to step back. With William refusing to cooperate, investigators once again hit a dead end. They had no choice but to turn back to eyewitness accounts, other evidence, and the results from the medical examiner. When the autopsy report finally came in, it revealed some shocking details. First, Stephen had suffered multiple blunt force injuries to his head and abdomen. During the examination, it was also discovered that he had a cancerous tumor on his liver, something no one seemed to know about. The trauma had ruptured the tumor, and combined with the other injuries, this was ruled as the cause of death. Toxicology results also showed methamphetamine in his system at the time of his death. So while the manner and cause of death were now clear, investigators still didn't have enough to charge either of the suspects. But they weren't ready to give up. Instead, they shifted their focus back to the second witness, Dane. Detectives called him down to the station for questioning.
Okay, what's that? Piece of paper. Oh, I see that. We got that picture for you. Probably help me fill this hour gap. Okay.
During the interrogation, Dane finally decides to change his story and correct it. This is where the main twist happens. Weston and Steve had actually picked him up earlier that day on Samantha Drive, and they all spent the whole afternoon and night together. What's unclear is why Dane didn't tell the truth the first time he spoke with the police, or even later when he was approached about it on Samantha Drive. If he's really not guilty, there seem to be two possible reasons. First, maybe he was just scared of getting himself in trouble, so he panicked and lied. Or second, he was trying to protect William. But now that William has been caught, Dane decides to finally tell the truth and distance himself from the case.
What time did they come pick you up from your house to take you to see between 4 and 5? 4 and 5 p.m.? Even, okay. Between 4 and 5 is okay. We stopped at this lady's house. Where at? Out there close to Harrisburg. How long were you there? 30 minutes. That's where I think they got some of the blues. Where the fight happened. It was later than that. It was already dark. Well, Weston took off with the backpack. Weston did? No, I mean, Stephen did. Okay, well, I went down the road, made him come back. Okay, and then when he come back, that's when Weston started in on him about saying, you need to take your backpack off right now. That somehow ended up with a screwdriver at the time. And then that's when they started fighting. Okay.
While they were in Harrisburg, they picked up some Xanax, something both Stephen and William were using that night. After getting the blue Xanax pills, they drove out to a friend's place on County Road 625. It was there that things took a dark turn, when William, Weston, and Stephen got into a fight. Dane also told detectives that after the fight, Stephen had walked away from the house on County Road 625, stumbled down the road, and eventually collapsed in a ditch. And this claim tied directly to something investigators already had on record, an earlier 911 call.
Oh, okay, he's fine.
Is he? Are you sure?
Yeah. Yes.
This only raised more questions. If Dane didn't have a phone, how did he place that first call?
Well, if I'd had a phone, I probably would have.
Oh, you said he didn't have a phone?
Yes, sir.
And if he was really responsible for Stephen's death, why would he alert the police while still at the scene with the body? It was clear he wasn't being truthful from the very beginning. To dig deeper, detectives turned to a local resident named Beth, a friend of Stephen's. They hoped she could fill in the blanks. And what she revealed turned the whole case upside down. She said she saw William hit Stephen that night.
Weston punched him in the face but hard enough that where he went down, but he didn't stay down, he got right back up. And I'm like, what?
Who hit who in the backpack?
Steve hit Weston with the backpack because he had the backpack on. Yeah, he had the backpack on his shoulder, and he swung it at Weston. And then it was a good 2 minutes before I saw Steve with it.
It all started with an argument over a backpack that spiraled into something violent. According to him, Weston had knocked Stephen down several times and brutally beaten him. But Dane insisted he didn't kill Stephen, that when it was all over, Stephen was still alive. If that was true, then what exactly happened next? And what was Dane hiding? Because as investigators soon learned, Stephen wasn't just some stranger, he was Dane's cousin. That detail alone poked more holes in his story about simply finding a body by the road.
Were you outside the whole time?
Yeah, maybe 5 minutes this time. Long enough to smoke a cigarette.
You said one of the people who lived there, his name's Justin. He wasn't at the residence at all that night. So obviously he didn't see anything. But she mentioned that Billy was there, but that he stayed in the house the entire time and he didn't see anything.
Billy, get your out here now!
There's still one more in this house, supposedly, that won't come out. He ain't coming out for a reason. You see something? I got a door. Hey, whoa! Hands up! All the way, keep them up. Turn around.
Go ahead.
Turn around.
Billy was already well known to local law enforcement, and he even had an active warrant out for his arrest. What made things even more suspicious was that his home was located right near where Stephen was killed. Billy's house was already well known to police because of all the drug activity going on inside and around it. In fact, it was basically a meth house.
Sheriff's office! I got a door right here. We're gonna need another one.
A lot of times when you're dealing with people that may or may not have witnessed a crime or something take place, and they've...
25, y'all get over here for a second. Wake up, dude. We just fell out on him. Wake up, dude. Billy. Billy. Wake up, dude. What is it? Oh, what are you doing? Try and get your weight.
And they've faked injuries to not have to go out to the sheriff's department to speak with you.
Eventually, Billy was brought into the interrogation room. During questioning, he gave police information that backed up their initial findings.
Let's start there. You went outside to smoke a cigarette last night. About what time?
I can look at my phone and tell you. I called Justin to let him know that me, Weston, Steve, and some other dude have been hanging out in your yard. They're on pills, I think, and I don't know how long they've been here.
Based on Billy's statements and the evidence, he was cleared from the suspect list. His call with Justin even helped police put together a clearer timeline of what really happened. Now, all signs pointed to just one person, William. But he wasn't talking, and there was no way to get him to open up in an interrogation. So, investigators turned to monitoring his jail mail and his jail phone calls. The only thing they still needed was a confession.
I mean, what does the law say about, you mean it just being a fist fight and being an accident? You didn't intend to do that. I wasn't even intending to fight him, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
This was William's first admission. Eventually, he agreed to talk and confess everything, but only under one condition. He wanted the interrogation to be handled by Captain Richardson. William's father had known Richardson from past experiences when the captain worked on one of his cases, and because of that, William trusted him.
Weston wanted to tell me his side of the story. He decided he began to tell me that, Stephen McQuay actually attacked him first.
I didn't know how to react, man.
Okay. Well, that makes a little more sense.
Detectives then pieced together the details and built a theory of what had really happened that night. According to their reconstruction, it all started with two drunk friends who ended up fighting over a backpack, likely one that contained pills. The argument quickly spiraled out of control. William beat Stephen badly, kicking him in the head and stomach multiple times. The blows ruptured a tumor on Stephen's liver, which ultimately proved fatal. Believing he might have killed his friend, William panicked. In a desperate attempt to revive him, he injected Stephen with methamphetamine, but it was too late. The case went to trial, where the prosecutor laid out all the evidence, the injuries, the testimonies, and William's own confession. His admission about injecting Stephen with meth to wake him up was especially damning. In the end, the jury found William guilty of manslaughter, along with second-degree murder. In March 2021, 2 years after Stephen's death, he was sentenced to 10 years in prison. But in May 2022, he was released on parole. While investigators were relieved to give Stephen's family some closure, there was still a deep sadness. A man's life had been taken in such a needless and brutal way.
The uncle, the dad, the grandpa.
No matter what happened between us or in our relationship, that I've always loved him and I've always wanted him to be my father.